Yeah, we are starting, guys. This is Mr. Obi Emmanuel Shinaza. You say Ugo, this one? Milimalugo. Okay, so he has to do his presentation today. So let's pay attention to his topics. Okay, you're welcome. This class is on leadership and governance in Siam University, Thailand. And I am the instructor, Dr. Emmanuel Nweke Okafor. Okay, go on.
Hello everyone. I'm going to present Plato's view on Republican leadership because leadership and governance. So before I delve into Plato's view, we have to know who is Plato, though we have seen who is Plato in our previous class, but not on this. So, who is Plato? Plato was an ancient Greek philosopher born around 427 BC. Plato, Plato was an ancient Greek philosopher born around 427 BC in Athens and died around 347 BC. He is one of the most important and influential figures in the history of Western philosophy. Plato is a student of Socrates. Plato was deeply influenced by his teacher Socrates, whose ideas and methods appeal.
You can keep it on the table now. Don't know whether I can walk at all. But it's okay. It's not that maybe you're not holding it.
Okay. Appeared throughout Plato's writing. He's a teacher to Aristotle. Plato taught Aristotle, who would also become one of the greatest philosophers in history. He's a founder of the academy. Plato established the academy in Athens, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. He wrote many philosophical texts. He wrote many philosophical texts in the form of dialogues, where characters, often Socrates in bracket, discuss various topics such as justice, truth, love, politics, and knowledge. Some famous works include The Republic, about justice and the ideal state, The Apology, about Socrates' defense at his trial, The Symposium, about love, The Phaedo, about the soul and afterlife, Then, Theory of Forms. One of the Plato's most famous ideas is the theory of forms. The belief that the physical world is only a shadow of a higher reality made up of perfect, unchanging forms or ideas. Okay. Now, before I get into this, the main topic, I have to, because I split the concept, leadership and republic. And what is leadership? Leadership is the ability to guide, influence, or inspire a group of people towards achieving a common goal. A leader is someone who takes responsibility for making decisions, motivating others, and setting a clear direction for their team or organization. Now, what is Republican? In a whole view, in political aspect, a Republican is someone who supports or believes in a republic type of government where the people elect leaders to represent them and there is no king or queen. Example, United States and Nigeria. Now coming to the introductory part of this presentation, Plato, one of the most influential philosophers in Western thought, laid the foundation for political philosophy through his seminal work, The Republic, in a time when Athens was experiencing political instability and moral decline. Plato started his work when Athens were experiencing what? Political unrest. Plato questioned the nature of justice, leadership, and ideal state. We have to understand that every philosopher propounded a theory in a course of what he has experienced in his family or in his country. So their work was basically on their experience in their country. So Plato started this with his experience in his country, what he has experienced in Athens. That's why he started propounding these theories. Now, his vision of a republic was not merely a system of governance, but a blueprint for a just and orderly society, ruled by wisdom and virtue. Central to his political philosophy is the belief that only those who possess true knowledge and a love for wisdom, the philosopher-king, are fit to lead. Unlike the democratic practices of his time, which he viewed as flawed and chaotic, Plato advocated for a leadership model rooted in a reason, moral integrity, and the pursuit of the common good. His ideas continue to influence modern concepts of governance, justice, and the role of leadership in society. Now, in a whole view, Plato is more concentrating on what? Meritocracy. On the basis of your merit, on the expertise, on your profession. He's concentrating on what? Education. He said that the people who are fit to lead the society should be the kings, the philosopher-kings. And he's attributing this as people who are knowledgeable enough. And he's condemning, he's criticizing democracy, saying that democracy pave a room for, lunatics or people who are not expertise to lead. And it causes what? Fraud and chaos. If this category of people continue to lead in the society. Views Plato on republican leadership. Leadership by the wise, philosopher-king. Understand justice, truth, and the fruits eternal reality should lead. Knowing fully well, we have to understand that mentioning philosopher-kings doesn't mean that it is only philosopher graduates or the people who have studied is fit to lead. No, he meant that people who are knowledgeable, people who understood what justice is all about, people who understood the need for fairness should lead the society. According to Plato, most people are driven by desires and ignorance, but philosophers love wisdom and can govern rationally and fairly. That is why we call them the lovers of wisdom. You understand? But it doesn't mean that the leadership should be kept only at the side of philosophers. No. Once you are knowledgeable, once you're educated, and you understood the need for justice in the society, the need for fairness, you are fit to lead the society, in my own understanding. Now, continue with this. He now classified the society, tripartite system. The tripartite here means the three classes of what? Systemic leadership. Now, what does it mean? There are three categories of group. Plato divided society into what? Three classes. 1. Rulers. 2. Auxiliaries. 3. Producers. Now, who are the rulers? Those are what? The philosopher-kings. Those that are eligible. Those that were embedded with wisdoms and knowledges. Those that we see are the expertise in that field. They are what? The rulers. And who are the auxiliaries? Auxiliaries are what? The soldiers who has the zeal, the patriotic mind, the patriotic spirit to defend that policy the ruler has already established in the society. This is the Semitic nature of Plato's view in leadership. From leader to soldier and to what? The producer. That is the tripartite system. The rulers who are the philosophers, who understood the need of justice, who can lead the society and transform the society to good ones, not to turn it upside down. That is what he meant here. Now, the auxiliaries are the soldiers who are there to defend the policy, the principles of what? The principles of what the rulers has established to govern the society, to protect the territory from what? External aggression, to what? Ensure there is what? Safety of what? Properties and lives of the citizens. People with what? Patriotic spirit are the what? The auxiliaries. Now, the producers, the people who what? Provide for the citizens, who make provisions for the needs, things we need, the material things, who ensures that the citizens do not go on what? Starvation. This is the way he structured the society and call it what? The tripartite class system. Leadership should come from the first group. He never said that the military should lead. You see, he said that the leadership should come from the first group. People with what? Knowledge. People with wisdom. People who are expertise. People who know what justice is all about. People that can maintain fairness, equity, and equality in the society should lead the society, not the soldiers or the producers, because they are not expertise nor eligible in that aspect. Now, his view, meritocracy, not democracy. Meritocracy, not democracy. Plato was critical of democracy, seeing it as what? A system where the unqualified masses could elect leaders based on popularity rather than competence. He supported merit-based leadership, merit-based leadership, where only the most virtuous and the knowledgeable could read. Now, he supported the what? Merit, not democracy, because we have seen this in most states, in most countries. We've seen how people were elected, people that are not eligible. Even when you run a background check, we can even, it's very clear. So he's condemning what? The democratic system, the democratic process, saying that unqualified people are electing people that are not merited to be in that position. Meritocracy, not democracy. This is his view, not my own view. Justice and the good of the whole. Justice and the good of the whole. Leadership must serve the common good, not your own personal interest. Leadership must serve what? The common good, not personal interest. A just leader ensures that each class performs its role harmoniously. Now, these classes now, these chains, he has already classified as a tripartite system. He is stating there that no one should interfere. If you're a leader, a ruler, you don't have to interfere in what is not a matter. You leave the soldiers to do their work first. Now, and you as a leader, you should at least be aware of anything they are doing. You should know, you should make sure that they do not extend beyond what is written in your own constitution, because the soldiers are there to defend what is in your constitution, not the other way around. Rigorous training for leaders. Future leaders must undergo a long process of education, including mathematics, dialects, and physical training up to the age of 50 before ruling. This ensures that rulers are not only intelligent, but morally upright. You must be up to 50 years. What is the reason? His reason is for you because he believes so much. Before you might have grown up to that level, you have experienced a lot. Academically, economically, in all ramifications, you have experienced it in a whole. In a summary, Plato's Republican view on leadership emphasizes: 1. Rule by the wise, that is the philosopher-king. Justice and harmony in the society. Merit-based leadership. The rejection of what? Mob rule or democratic excess. This mob rule is a situation whereby the masses, as in you as a leader, you should not work in accordance with everything the mass said. Maybe the masses will not enact a decision on you. You should work in accordance with the principles of law. That is why we have what? The supremacy of the Constitution. That is why the Constitution is supreme over everybody, both you as a rule or the governed. Supremacy of the Constitution. So you must work in accordance with the principles of the Constitution. You don't need to work with the emotions or the feelings of the society, the citizens, but what the Constitution said, you must abide with it. And democratic excess, because democracy paved way for too many public opinions, which may got wrong, or giving the leader a bad narrative. So that's why he said rejection of mob rule or democratic excess. Thank you.
Okay, question time, argument time. Start all over again. Your PowerPoint from the beginning so that we have something to say. We can say it.
Remember, this is not my theory. This is Plato's theory. I'm here to present his way.
But what do you think about it?
So what has this got to do with NYSC photo?
Yes.
He was a leader there.
And that's not himself, yes.
I'm taking our country to the world, man. You understand?
So this is the way you take your country to the world with another person.
I want to globalize our country.
That's not if he lifted another person.
Can you imagine? But you did your NYSC, you didn't put your photo, you used the photo of another person.
No, this is my photo.
It's him, he just wants
It's
to
me.
be a
Oh, is he the one?
It's me.
Oh.
When Sokoto son was dealing with me.
Okay. Speaking of Emmanuel, why did you change your name?
Eh?
Why did the man have one M?
The name is still there. The manga is there. I
You
think.
say this is his picture? Yes. Doesn't mean I don't see very well.
It's his picture, but it's not his name that is on the board.
There is a manual there now.
Which of the
Forget the alphabetic order you are trying to applicate here. M is M. M is M. Whether it is double or single.
Is it a do or Kalanda?
I don't
Oh,
know
that's
this.
Can you correct it? Because
First of all, we should ask the owner of the work before we change it.
yeah.
Are you the, is it this Emmanuel or another Emmanuel?
Can you imagine?
Yeah. I do go, it's not spelling writing assignment.
I said, go man, Mele I want to go back.
Just an M. Look,
Hey.
you see?
You see?
Yeah.
Oh, we see.
Remove the capitalization. Remove the caps lock.
Okay. Okay.
Remove caps locks.
I think I
Yeah,
have
do
to.
that, yeah. And then just put small m.
Mhm.
Small m.
Okay. Save, and then
Now you are taking the work from the original.
this is the real battle about democracy. If we really get Plato, Plato is an interesting philosopher. You know its ramification. So let's talk about Plato's view on Republican leadership. Republican. Okay, I forgot they have questions. Okay,
Mine is not
push
necessarily
it and then
question.
let them ask questions. The next slide, please, because this one is just introduction.
Okay. So, if you could just go to the slide where you define Republican. Next. Yes. Okay. You said a Republican is someone who supports or believes in a republic type of government, where people elect leaders to represent them. There's no king or queen. In my opinion, I feel like this slide should explain more. Because we have Republican already existing as a party.
As a party.
Yeah, in the United States.
Mhm.
So, just that.
Okay,
my
this
opinion, yes.
the Republican Party you see today adopted from this.
Yes. I understand the concept.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mm.
For
Okay, I
future,
should
yeah,
just to make it.
to make it a distinct difference.
But it is clearly there is no Republican Party here now. I just define the Republican in a whole.
But he's giving you an observation.
Maybe
Yeah.
an observation, a critique.
Mm.
Because yes, we elect leaders in a republic government. Yes, they're not king and queen, but there's more to.
Okay,
a
let me
republic
ask you a question. In USA, we have what? Democrats.
and republic.
We have a Democratic Party, right? And Republican Party. Now, if you come to define, let's say, Democrats, are you going to define it as a party or as what it is?
No, you're not getting my point. My point is not even a question to you. It's a critique that next time.
But there is
observation that
no.
for
Okay, how do you
someone-
want me to write it?
No, for someone, this is the way.
Mm.
I understand it, but my level of understanding is different.
Mhm.
If somebody was here, I don't want to mention names, somebody's here and they don't quite understand the republic, you just confuse them a whole lot.
So how did I confuse anyone?
You should have stated.
I have, how do you, how, okay, I want to.
This one now you don't, I believe that you're talking about the US.
The US, yes. First of all, you
What?
have to say the Republican you're talking about has a small r. A capital R means the Republican Party in the United States.
Mhm.
A small r is a form of government. Start there and say this Republican is not the same as the one in the United States. This is a form of government.
And you also
And
use
if
the
it-
example.
Yes, and then,
United States
and then you use the example of United States and Nigeria republics.
So me, I was thinking about the
Yeah.
Republican. and
Now, you are
Democrat.
trying to bring a confusion here. Now,
Are you not the one that brought the confusion?
no. Now, there is what we call party. I want you to understand something. There is what we call party,
What do you want
and
to
there's what we
understand?
call
Hold
a
it,
form
hold it,
of
hold it.
government.
He's talking about Republicans.
Yes.
As a science student, I believe that this thing you here, you're talking about the United
Yes, the
States,
United States
Republican
Party.
in US,
Yes.
Democrats.
Mm.
So she's trying to tell me that next time if you're writing something like this, explain more
Explain more
Ah.
of the differences.
to a learned person.
Yeah.
Because people have been hearing Democrats, Donald Trump, that's what I think they're talking
Republicans.
about. This is their party.
Mm.
I'm a science student, so maybe
See, stop bringing that confusion. You are trying to confuse yourself here. Now, everything is clearly here. Now, I want to make it clear to you. Wait. There is not. I'm seeing that as an
There's no
empty
question.
stuff. Now, a Republican Party is different. Wait, we have a Democratic Party now. We have Democrats.
God accepts correction.
Yes.
Wait, how do you want me to explain it more?
We just
How?
told you, I'm saying,
How?
first step, say,
Uh-huh.
this Republican
Mhm.
that I'm talking about
It's
has
not
a small
so
r.
hard.
This other one.
That is not a differentiation. It shouldn't be a differentiation. Don't confuse me.
It's a political science.
Don't confuse me. Now, let me tell you, from the word, listen, from the word Republican, from the word Republican, a Republican Party was adopted. I want to, I want to understand something. From this word Republican,
then they adopted that Republican Party.
But did you say?
You understand
did you say
now?
that-
Now, a Republican Party is an institution. Wait. Huh?
Is it there?
Why should I explain that to you? Whereas I explained the Republican to you. I explained a Republican to you. I explained a Republican to you. Now, wait, stop confusing yourself. If everything is clear there, everything is clear. Why do you want me to explain it to you? I explained the term, I'm explaining the concept, terms I'm explaining here. A Republican, a leadership. And you want me to go in as what? Are you not educated to know that a Republican Party is a party? This is a little concept. This is a concept I'm explaining. I'm explaining. You should ask me question. Ask me question. Are you not educated? So you don't know the Republican Party again? Are you not so you are telling me you don't know a Republican Party or a Democratic Party? Tomorrow night if I come to write something and say, okay, what is Democrat? And I only explain Republican. I explain the Republican and say them. Yeah, you don't put me to go into it.
Hold it.
Please read very well. Read. A Republican is someone who supports or believes in what a republic type of government. Read.
Okay, now. Let me come in, please. Let me come in, please. First of all. Okay, let me come in. I think first of all, Emmanuel, it's about observation. So you're supposed to attend to her observation. Instead of intimidating her.
Please, a question time. Please, from your slide, can you explain more about what is Republic as a type of government? Can you tell me? I don't know.
Now, this is what I want.
No, because you only want questions to answer. I was giving you a suggestion. You don't want to hear it.
Now, listen. Now,
Remember, she was giving a suggestion. She was giving suggestion actually, but you took it up as if she's trying to ask. She was suggesting to you what the best thing to do.
Can you differentiate this type of government with democracy? And question number 3: how is this stuff related to the philosopher you're talking about?
okay. First, this I will take it gradually.
I'm a science student. I'm not a social science, so I want to understand more. He's a politician.
And he graduated in political science too.
He's a politician.
his field.
First,
You can start by
a republic is well explained there. It's a form of government where the people would elect leaders
Then what is the difference
to represent them. Wait,
types
and
A republic is not explained there.
Yes, it's not.
It's not explained. That's why I asked you, what's the difference between
What you explain is a
and
republican.
democracy?
What you explain there is republican, not a republic.
okay, well, a term republic. A republic is a form of government. You understand, whereby people are given the opportunity to do what? First, people are given the opportunity to elect their leaders first. You understand? When we talk about republic has everything to do with what? Human rights. You have your right to do what? You have right to life, opinion, you earn your view, freedom of watching. So once you hear anything Republican, or once you hear anything Republic, it has everything to do with what? The chances being liberal. At some point, you are being liberal. You understand?
What is democracy?
Nah, you sure about that?
Then what is now democracy?
I hope you are getting the answer.
What's the difference between this and democracy?
Democracy.
Because
Now,
Because what you are defining now is democracy.
that's what you just gave us now.
I don't
know anything about social science. So
No, you are right. No, you know because it's democracy. That's what it is.
No, this is not like that question, you know something, now explain what you wrote. They are trying to correct you, but you prove that you sabi. Then
He proved that he knows how
that we are meant to be
educated. No, he's
I'm wanting the third question he answered. The answer on the third question.
I used to do that
How this statement is related to Plato?
He's really charging me to about them.
see, bro, I told you that a republic, the answer is even here. It's a type of government where people have the power to elect their leaders. So what? So
But that's not what you said before. Before you're talking
that
about
was what I answered.
You're talking about
No, I answered it before. Now you are confusing me. I said that the answer is here already. I answered it. Where powers are given to the people.
we're not fighting easy. We're not fighting easy. Easy. We're not fighting easy. But what you explained earlier is different from what you're saying.
No, I first said that it is. Are you not seeing it here?
What is the difference between democracy and
Forget chat it, what do you call it? Forget that.
What?
What is the difference
This
between
should not be a
Bro, there's no, let me tell you, there is not much difference between a different
know
people.
that much?
You understand? So let me tell you, there is no big difference. And if now a democracy is what government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That is what it were defined by who? Aristotle, I think. Then the government of the people by the people. But this one is a situation whereby the powers are being, the people have the power to elect themselves. So if you are to differentiate these two, it doesn't have much difference because there must be a difference. How do you okay now see? In Republican, people also have the right to elect. So let us see the differences. You are a student, I'm a student, you're a student of MAPD, right? Then, no, I'm not, wait, you are talking about democracy, which is outside what is in my context. I'm here, no!
Type of government. In your type of government.
Where the power, where the people elect the leaders to represent them. This is republic. You are talking about democracy. So you're bringing a democracy in a different context. You're making everything to be complex.
This definition is similar to what democracy.
That is what I'm telling you, that there is no much difference.
I want to know the small.
You understand? Because in Republican government, listen to me. In Republican government, people are given the power. People have the power to elect as well. In democracy, people are given the power to elect.
The same thing.
You understand? It's just a name. This thing is just a name. Okay, now explain.
Why is it there?
It's just a name.
Why is it there?
Your face is
So
Yes, now.
according to you now,
Okay, now in Nigeria we are practicing Republican, isn't it? Yes, Nigeria is a Republican nation because wait. Let me even tell you, the people have the power to elect. Nigeria is Republican. You understand? Where people have the right to elect their leaders.
No, okay, answering the question is not by force. If you don't know, quietly, humbly answer one, please. Can you help me? We call it intellectual humility.
Not so good students.
Okay. Those who are not, those who are not educated.
Even this one is on the laptop.
Okay, listen. Hey, can you pay attention because they are trying to act.
What's the difference?
Okay. Attention here. Democracy and republic government. Definition.
Yeah, really, why are you reading from your distance?
Because I'm educating you. I'm not educated.
You're just trying to help you. She's just trying to help you. Otherwise,
It doesn't take like help
she will
from
just
women.
sit down now and tell us what.
Number one, democracy is ruled by the majority of the people. A republic government is ruled by elected representatives under a constitution. Hold it until I finish. Core idea, democracy has majority rules. In republic government, law limits majority power to protect individual rights. I'm also learning. Leadership. In a democracy, it can be direct or elected. In a republic, it's always elected, never a monarch.
Are you getting this, sir?
Are you understanding?
Now, you.
Listen.
First of all, say
Minority rights.
Listen and pay attention.
Minority rights in a democracy may be overruled by the majority, while in a republic, minority rights are always protected by the law or constitution. Constitutional limits in a democracy, not required. It's a direct democracy. In a republic government, it's required to limit the constitution because it limits the powers of government and the majority to protect the rights of the minority. You're not listening. Examples of democracy, ancient Athens. Where's Plato from again? Where's Plato from? That's your question now.
Go back
Okay.
to your first slide.
Republic government is US, India, France.
You answered the question, you're asking me again.
Yes, because this one is not a republic, it's supposed to be a democracy.
What again?
Ancient Athens is an example of a democracy, not a republic. So where is Plato from?
So you have to ask the person that.
No,
These two things.
Are you not? What did you hear when I heard that he established an institution in Athens?
He's a Greek philosopher. He's
Where is Athens? Where is
He's an
Greek?
example of a democracy and not a republic.
What?
So all these issues actually, that's 1950 law.
Is what? What do you?
Ancient Athens, the one you're trying to call a republic here, is an example of a democracy. Which is why I should have made a very clear slide showing the differences.
I said, listen to my topic before you start
Hey,
listening. My topic is what Plato's view on Republican leadership.
Yeah.
So why are you asking me where is Plato and it should be democracy on? What are you bringing up now? Please ask your question. My example and what?
Example, US. Go to your slide. Just try to correct yourself.
US and
How?
Nigeria.
I'm explaining. See, what? Let me even tell you. Now, I start the views, Plato's view on Republican leadership. You understand now? Plato's view on Republican leadership. And I split the concept, Republican and what? And the leadership. I defined these two concepts. I splitted it. And that's why you are seeing it here. Throw your question, bro.
Okay, next slide.
No.
What is leadership? Go on. Republican, are you guys...
No, we agree as the people who don't
Oh, you have been able to clarify it.
we don't know, but that slide is misplaced.
People are saying you guys ambush this guy.
No.
You can't do it, but you never
He was not ready for it. No.
Okay.
Actually, there's what we call intellectual humility. When you are presenting, you must not, it doesn't mean you know. Myself, I'm learning from most of you. So you can always have a smart way of pushing it back to the person that asks you a question. Or even accept the fact that you don't know it.
Like this and tell him. Just look at us.
You know what when she observed, you say, okay, why nothing? We would have
No.
Yeah.
But because he didn't accept
Throw
it.
question.
He felt ambushed.
No, I know.
He
See,
felt threatened.
He answered the question very clearly.
He can never
Okay, next question.
Okay. This is the last question that he asked you 3 questions.
I asked him 3.
Anyway.
This is violence. I start with Obi.
Nah, I answered 2. Get out. I answered 2. This is a plot. I think. You are beginning to plot Q against me. Okay, now the next. Okay, what is the last question so that he will attempt it?
How is that type of government existent here related to the philosopher he's talking about?
And I just
What?
answered that question, right?
What? What you presented doesn't have connection with the philosopher you are talking about. Doesn't have connection.
This is your slide. This is
With
your
the
slide. You're
philosopher.
talking about, from my own observation, because I went out, you're just talking about the philosopher. I did not get the link where the philosopher.
So read my introduction. You can get the link now. Read it.
I'm looking for the link.
Yes, there is a link there.
Just summarize it.
Are you not seeing anything? You're wearing here doesn't mean you should other people start to do it. It is here. See the link here. See the link.
Then you answer it for him now because it's your presentation. It's your
You can't ask me an irrelevant question. It's considered irrelevant. Yes, because he went in here. I already explained this.
You explain again. That's why it's your presentation.
Are you educated?
You are telling me to
You don't want to represent this thing again.
Yeah. We can give you more
Oh my God. So he said, what's the relationship between the Plato
Now.
you presented and the World Republic?
Now,
In this form of government.
what?
What did he see? What did he say?
Okay, let me read it for you.
Even when we read what you wrote there, you can see that he says your philosopher approved that only the king has the right to
King of
But it,
Now let me explain. Now let me. I have already explained everything to you before. I don't know where you're here. You're here flew away when I was presenting. Minute of symbol of guitar. But I went to one player.
I don't know where you got this thing from.
Now, his vision of a republic was not merely a system of governance, but a blueprint for what a just and orderly society.
so which
You
system of
understand now?
government is being participated?
Ruled by the wisdom and what?
Virtue.
Now, in Republican, he was always saying, let me tell you, listen. Why do I continue? I want to explain something from the academy to continue. Now, central what? Central to his political philosophy is the belief that only those who possesses true knowledge and a love for wisdom.
continue.
Wisdom, the philosopher-king.
Wisdom, the philosopher-king. In my presentation, listen to me. Listen, in my presentation, I told the people that the philosopher-king he meant here is not only the philosophers.
But also kings.
Now, philosopher-king is the attribute we are giving to philosophers. A propellant people who wrote. Let me tell you something. They are not. Wait. Those who wait.
But what you are saying that now is mean that you don't even study what Plato says.
How?
You don't know.
Who are the philosopher-kings? The people. Wait. You allow me to explain something to you. I'm not misleading you. Now, bring your question. Bring your question. Bring your question now. Bring your question. No, bring your question.
Let me help you first.
No, I don't know the basis of your argument or your question. I don't know the basis. I don't know what you are trying to ask. Now ask.
Okay.
Yes, you don't want to.
Actually, your philosopher said that only kings and people
And
from
the queens, including
no,
queens.
from the high society are able or fit to govern, to lead. It means that a soldier, a normal person cannot govern,
You
cannot
cannot
lead.
spend that.
That is what he said. That is his mind.
So why are you trying
So-
to say Republican here?
Exactly.
Now-
There's no way to talk
Now
about
let me.
Now, but that was not my question. I want to take this opportunity to ask my question. I have two questions for
Okay,
you
okay.
and one for the teacher. I will start with the teacher first, please. Sir, can we say that leadership and governance or leadership can be applied to animals like Korea?
Whether the leadership could be applied to animals.
Yes.
Wow, that is a very sensitive question. But the point, I will have to distribute the types of animals. First of
That's why I
all,
say Korea monkeys.
yeah, I think naturally, nowadays, there are some people who even hold that the animals, they are better leaders than us.
That's my question.
You go to animal kingdom and see, they know who respects who.
That's why I'm
And there are areas they cannot go because they know if you go there, the lion is there. They respect you. They don't trample upon each other. If you trample, you die. So I think it depends on who defines it, but I think you can see it in everywhere. In fact, look at the nature of things. You see birds. Sometimes someone will be at the front, others are following. If it goes like this, everybody is going. Oh my God! I mean, some environmentalists are even saying that animals are more organized and better leaders than us.
Just a bit like a brain, but they're good.
So that's where I'll answer it in my little way.
I would like to answer. No, I'm still with the teacher. I'll come to you, brother.
Okay, I'm here.
You are saying that leadership can be applied to animals.
Yeah, it could be applied if you're depending on what you define it, because concept can easily be may have some nuances.
That's what I'm thinking about. Like you say about birds or gorillas or.
What is leadership? He defined
Okay.
it. He said leadership is the power, influence you have over something, whether it's animal or not.
Many definitions.
So
of
some.
Why I'm asking that question because in those definitions, I didn't see or heard about that the leadership should be the strongest one first, physically, to protect the people that is leading.
But then, if you are very strong, if you have influence, it might be hard influence or soft influence. If you have power, leadership is about power. Can you get to the side where you define leadership? I have forgotten. I think before then. Let me go by this. Leadership is the ability to guide, influence, or inspire a group of people towards achieving a common goal. Animal can do that as well. A leader is someone who takes responsibility for making decisions, motivating others, and setting a clear direction for their term or organization. If you see birds when they give birth, I mean their younger ones, if you see some animals when they give birth to younger ones, then you will not see staunchly. So the same is human.
Are doing it.
Yeah.
But look at this answer. There is no protection in it.
Pardon?
There is no the word protection.
No, you don't need to.
But there is guide there now. You need to guide.
That is not protection.
Influence.
That is not protection.
When you are guiding, you
When
can
you
ask
influence,
them.
Like actually, we are here and the teacher is our leader, right? If someone come here now and slap me or do anything to us, he's able to defend us.
But then,
But you can
look
make a
at
call
it,
across.
ability. I said ability to guide. There are a lot, these are English, we'll go back to English word again. There are a lot inside it. Leadership means that as we are here now, we presume that there's security somewhere. We presume that leadership of the management of Siam University have set up certain things here. We are just part of the system. So someone might come here and then do anything bad. That means a failure on the leadership. Because by us being here, we are protected by presumed protection. And there's also leadership. Because they have already set it, and they know that today is Saturday, and people are going to teach. They provided a timetable by the registration office. Therefore, they also have everything in place. If you go down and you see a security, right?
Yes.
So it's not my duty as a teacher to do exactly the one you do. My duty is to teach.
No.
Why there are, I'm giving an example, why there are people whose duty is to protect the entire university. And that's why you have only 3 gates here. Gate number 1, gate number 2, and gate number 3. And when you get the people are there already. So I'm talking in relation to protection you're talking about.
In addition to what he said, that's why he created a tripartite class.
University is not our leader.
Pardon? No, the leader provided it.
Why this thing is so difficult for
Siam University is our leader, and the person is the president of Siam University. And that person of Siam University created regulations and other things that also covers students, including me as a lecturer.
So I think the problem we're having is that specifically you two are political science students or philosophers, quote unquote, if I may say so. So you see a word and you see deeper. We are math and science. We want this, like this, like this. So maybe he is not understanding guy.
He's an MBA student.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He wants to see the word protect in the
in the definition.
Not only see the word protect, but I want to see the whole thing. That a leader
The whole thing is all
should
about
have.
protection. The whole thing is all about protection.
It's not only protection, it's about guiding, it's about being the face, it's about being the voice, it's about being all.
That is why I use the word influence.
Now, I think you may not go there. Let's make it short.
Okay, next question for him.
Okay.
The question for him.
So, my brother, according to you, what do you think about your philosopher Plato? Is it right or wrong on his way of thinking, of saying what he said? That's the first question. I may help you to answer that question by telling you to answer that question. You should know first his background.
Okay, so
Which category or social, how can I say that? Class
system, where does it fit
he
in?
belonged to
He's
himself.
in philosophy, we have in philosophy. I think he's here. If I make a mistake, he's gonna correct me. We have medieval. He has what medieval philosophers. We have
educated. The real education.
We have medieval philosophers. You understand? We have religious philosophers. We have traditional philosophers. I think he fell under the part of traditional philosopher, if I'm correct. You understand? He's not a medieval philosopher because he's a student to Socrates, and he's a teacher to Aristotle. Ancient philosophers. So that is where he plays. Now, in his view, in knowledge and understanding, everybody understands in different views. You understand? And he works in accordance with the path his master has already established for him. And he transfers such information to Aristotle. Though in some of his work, Aristotle argued and disagreed with him in some of his work. You understand? So here in this work, his views on the Republican state, he was arguing that.
Why did he get his view?
I think it was from the background.
I think you once presented about Socrates in Peace and Governance.
Yeah.
Peace and Governance. Well, let me come in there a little bit. We have to understand that Plato is madly in love with his teacher and everything about his teacher. In fact, the way he was killed he has not forgiven Athens till today. Yeah, because the master, Socrates, was killed simply because he was trying to let them understand things, and the Athenians at that time felt that he was corrupting the youth. And in fact, Socrates was given the chance to run away, but he said no, not possible. So when he was killed, then that is what informed the Plato in everything that he's writing, in the sense that he talks about republic. And that is why he's mad at democracy, because probably in the democracy they took a decision to kill his master. So that's why the question Henry asked is very, very important, but our presenter, I don't know, because the issue that even the presenter made it very clear in his own PowerPoint, but could not explain that. That's why when you guys are telling him, read it, because what you explain is already there.
It's there.
But he didn't, I don't know, maybe somebody who felt ambushed. And then started, no, I'm talking about him.
No,
So, and then he now felt like defending instead of using the tools he has already. Yeah. So the bottom line is that Plato was a good student of Socrates, and when he was killed, he has never forgiven the people that killed him. Maybe most of them must have met if there is heaven or hellfire, wherever. They will be fighting there now. Because he even went ahead and wrote something like Allegory of the Cave to explain what happened. Yeah. When people are blind, when you are helping the poor, when you're helping someone who is demented or dejected, just as I was saying earlier, be very careful of the content of the person you are assisting, because the person will turn around and kill you. And that is exactly what happened to Jesus Christ as well. Remember, Jesus Christ, even the people he healed, were the one that chose Barnabas instead of Christ. And yet, these are the people that he healed. So, allegory of the cave is just talking about the fact that some people, they see the shadow. If you try to explain to them, look at the real meaning. They don't look at the real meaning. Look at what this thing means. No. And if you want to talk more, they will kill you. And yet, you are the one saying the truth. So that's what informed Plato and the hatred for democracy. And then, because the question you guys asked were very, very technical. But most of you, I guess, you read all these things shallowly. You don't go deep. Because if the president had read it deeply, he will understand the sharp difference between republic according to Plato, and then democracy.
So I have a question of his question when he asked which class Plato belonged to. You said ancient philosopher. So is that
the traditionalist? He also used the word. It's also correct.
Is he part of, because there are three classes that he?
Okay, the class is different. Yeah. Can you go there? Is the class is not the different thing altogether.
Okay.
The class is altogether. So, in order to explain all these things, because he's still very angry. Don't forget, his background is what he used to write his philosophy.
So go back. Go again. The next one. Then. So we have
tripartite class system, and almost the same thing we are saying now. Rulers, of course, Plato is believed to be a ruler, believed to be a philosopher-king. By the way, let me explain, like Emmanuel was trying to emphasize, philosopher-king here means, in my own little understanding, they are using the word king to explain philosopher, not king. I don't know how to...
No, so I think it's king because his father was part of the...
No. The concept, the word is an attribute. Philosopher-king here, just a correct attribute. The philosopher-king means that someone who knows more about philosophy and is a champion on it. Do you understand? Listen. Philosopher-king here in the concept, the way it's used, someone who, for example now, that you understood a particular topic very well. We say you are king, you are queen in that topic. So that is the context, is the attribute here. Philosopher-king, somebody who knows everything, and that knows it so much so that he's like a king. It's just Zimoron or similar. I've forgotten those parts of speech. So philosopher-king here doesn't mean king as a ruling, but king as attribute to somebody who understood philosophy very well, that he knows more about it. And that is what it means. That kind of person means he's governed by the reason. Even if you slap him, you will begin to ask, why did he slap me? Instead of fighting you immediately, you begin to reflect, who sent you, how, all those kinds of stuff, governed by reason. And then, don't forget, all these are just coming from his own background. Then auxiliaries are soldiers and guardians, governed by the spirit, courage, and duty. He's trying to explain the society and trying to explain leadership. Then, followed by farmers, artisans, the poor people. You see? And governed by appetite and material needs. So, if you give someone, remember what I said before the class, content of people matter a lot. If someone who is under these producers, farmers, artisans, are your friend, of course, the answer in daily basis is gossip, in daily basis is attack, daily basis of competition, daily basis of just talking nonsense without improvement. If your leader is governed by become a soldier or guardian, governed by spirit of courage and duty, of course, that is what's that philosopher we presented that kill you and then the means justify the end justifies the means. What's that philosopher? Machiavelli. Then the ruler is someone that governed by reason. So these are kind of three class system. And it goes to tell us that we should come from the first group because they are trained in philosophy and capable of ruling justly. Actually, most people that read philosophy, I don't know how to put it, but philosophy is one of the greatest things to read. I think it enables you to navigate in a society, no matter how difficult it is. If you are really your ground is in philosophy. Of course, philosophy is the starting point of department. Until nowadays, you have from there you now see lawyers, which is logic, branch of philosophy. You now see ontology, which is about metaphysics, which is branch of philosophy. Then you see epistemology, which is knowledge, branch of philosophy. So all these departments you see now, they are branch of philosophy. Branches in philosophy. Philosophy is the key, the starting point. Because these are the people that give education. And don't forget, if you get a PhD, what do you get? Doctor of Philosophy in religious study, in marketing, in political science, in peace and diplomacy. Because the standard is philosophy. This is where the knowledge is coming from. Okay.
According to my research, I found out that his dad was a descendant of a king, and his mom was related to a philosopher. So that's why I say that he comes from the ruler when he's a king. So he's looking at me like this. He's waiting for you when you will present. You will know.
He's not presenting.
You will know.
He's not even in the class.
No, my calling is flexible that somebody is disturbing his
But
class.
Henry, I want to ask you something now. Is Nigeria a democracy environment?
No, somebody is still talking. We'll come back to that.
No, it confused me. Really, it confused me so much.
Go to Nigeria and ask them.
Go back. Okay, continue asking the question. Let me.
I'm very, very confused on that. Is Nigeria a democratic or Republican environment? Because Nigeria is just a mix.
Let's go now.
It's a wonderful presentation, and
At least,
we really appreciate it.
at the end of the day, you are still But initially, you just described me. We humble team now. It's not coming from them now.
It's not. Yeah, it's coming from them, but we are not making use of it the way it should be because of conflict in our system. So I think once colonized is very, very bad.
Who said they are right?
They are
The philosophers.
right.
Yeah.
No, it's their own opinion. Now you can make your own.
You dominate the
You can propose your own
because these
theory.
things have been existing. It's not as if Igbo people don't practice their own democracy.
Oh yeah, they
They
do.
now believe that since we are
There is no documentation.
Yeah.
There is no documentation.
Why you are? But you are
There is
answering.
no documentation.
But you are answering pending. Huh? Can you stop answering it and maintain which end now? Yeah, we start by practical example.
These people are not, their own is not that, it's not that they are perfect.
Perfect.
This have been existing.
Yeah, but they have dominated the world. And
Henry, when I did development of, world development in university, what failed Africa is lack of proper documentation. There's no documentation on our ways of development.
I don't think that is I don't think documentation or not is not the actual main thing. It might be part of it, but not the main thing. The main thing is that I guess these people came with a mission, fulfill that mission systematically. For example, they will come with a ship, enter the river and the ocean, and enter in a particular place. They come along with missionaries who tend to think they will give you a better lifestyle or whatever, while the business people will keep doing. So they came with a package.
There's a film I will recommend for you
And
about Japan
and when they came in, the most important thing that gave them leeway, if I may use the word, is better lifestyle. Better lifestyle. They studied Africa, studied mosquitoes, studied how everything, and they provided
Solutions to the
solutions, made us feel that we can have a house on other than tattered house, and then we are patient enough to mingle into us, bring in warrant chief and Kotuma and those who interpret whatever they want, and then entered into our religion to provide a solution that, it's not that we are perfect, because the way we were doing, they did it on their own. They were killing among themselves too. But the way they came in our system, they easily penetrated because they came with a better lifestyle and they were smart enough. They have the resources. Even if you kill them, other people will come. Because some people were killed, some of them were killed, and they were never allowed to do anything. But then once you kill, another one will come. So this the resources they had was enough for them to penetrate. And they even took some of us and smartly trained some of us in the name of being a bishop, in the name of being a reverend father, or reverend sister, or this or whatever. And then after training them, they smartly enough brought them back to now begin from where they stopped. And that explains why I'm answering Emmanuel, you're answering Henry, and you're answering Mike, and you're answering all these wonderful names that have nothing to do with us.
So I think that they even went far that if we don't accept the idea or the philosophy, they kill us.
Yeah, they did like that as well. That's what I'm saying.
They use us. For example, they came to like this. They came to me. They see my weakness. They go to him. They see the weakness, and they make.
Did you hear the song? I and I suffer for slavery day. I and I suffer for slavery day. Oh Lord, I and I suffer for slavery day. They kill us, they bush us, they use us until them are refugees. And we will never forget the agony. They are still wrangling in our mind. Oh Lord, I and I suffer. So is a reggae, whatever.
They brainwash our ancestors that our parents think that the model was the best one.
Because I think if you take, for example.
But don't forget, even among us here, this mentality has not left.
Yeah.
I will be talking to an African who would prefer a lower staff in the MAPD department that doesn't have any base. But because I'm an African, he listens to him more than he will listen to me.
Yes,
He go to admission center, they will listen to they will still have to come. So the psychological dismantling is where you are suffering, I'm suffering it.
Because I look at the countries that were not colonized and where they are now. Yes, they are behind. And it would take, I look at Ethiopia and Liberia. Of course, Liberia has had a lot of influence because of the slave trade.
Mm.
So it has a lot of influence from America and stuff. But Ethiopia did not have that influence. So Ethiopia still maintained its own ways, maintained its own culture. Yes, they are considered to be behind in the modern world now, but they still have their own.
Yeah.
Same as where we're living, they're considered to be backward because apparently they're not up to the times. They're not up to development, you know?
The thing
But
that
they
you
still
forgot,
have
sister.
their own.
Of course.
So I think without colonization, where would Africa be? Africa would be where Ethiopia is now.
No.
Listen.
No.
Listen.
I'm not agreeing. I will tell you why.
No,
Because
listen.
until now,
No, let me finish.
Okay, go.
I'm saying because if Ethiopia was not colonized and it didn't have influence of the slave trade like Liberia did, right? So Ethiopia is still maintaining its own calendar. Ethiopia still has its own traditions. It's still being ruled by a prime minister. They took some forms of government, yes, but they're still considered to be very backward. Even if you land in Bole International Airport, just leave Addis Ababa. You'll see the true Ethiopia. So I think without colonization, would Africa be where it is today? No. Would we be backward? Yes. But would we still have our own integrity and our own way of life? Sure.
What another thing? What do you mean by backward?
I mean,
Because
the way it was defined.
yeah, because the life before is even better than now.
Yeah,
If you
they
ask
said
me.
that we lack civilization
Mm-hmm.
and we are backward people, and the way we do things
We're
are
we're barbaric.
Yeah, we're barbaric and we don't do all these things. But if they didn't come, then we would be left on our own. Would we die? No.
No.
Would continue living.
That's even
but
more-
in the modern world, we would be considered backward because civilization would have passed us.
I don't think we are going to be backward as you are thinking. Because-
if you give me what, I will say I'm not agreeing with her. And why? Because until now, the Ethiopian is suffering from
Can you say I have a different view?
a different view. Sorry.
Because if you say I cannot, it means like attack. You know?
Okay, sorry.
I have a different
Thank
view,
you, sir.
so that you will not go against.
Yeah, I was saying that, I wanted to say that the real history of Ethiopia until now, they got embargo, like they say, they have other way of fighting them that you cannot sometimes even perceive, economically or whatever. Now, going back, taking the Ethiopian, you will see that some king and queen from Ethiopia was taken by force and being as slaves, and even some died
Yeah.
in England.
But they didn't colonize the country, did they?
No, I mean, they didn't colonialize, but they hurt the country so much that it affected their development.
Yes, it
Just-
affected their
let me
development. That's what
come
I'm
in.
saying. But
Let
they
me
didn't
come
come
in.
in.
If you study this history of four ancient tigers, they resisted colonization. You
Ancient
understand?
tigers.
Yeah, I think Japan was included. Yeah, Singapore, I think. You understand? There is what we call who could have made our own country better. If I think is Babangida. There's what we call SAP, Structural Adjustment Program, indigenization policy. Utilize what we have. And the world is now advancing that you can come to this country and negotiate. Take this, give me this. During colonization, there's what we call assimilation and association policy. The French use assimilation policy, whereas the British use association policy. A situation, assimilation is a situation whereby I'm going to abolish your culture entirely. You understand? Abolishment of culture and some ethics. You understand now? Now, association is that hold on with your culture. I will bring my own culture and add it on your own. That is what we are practicing. You understand? So in this system now, Africa could have gone so far
With colonization.
without colonization.
Yes.
You understand? See, do you know what the policy of imperialism is causing us today? They will never leave you. They can never leave you to rise again. Because they have subjugated us in every form, economically and politically. They are managing everything we are doing.
Okay, now I will just get back to you guys as I used to do because this is a classroom. What do I mean by this? Analysis is very nice, But when you get into yourself, ask yourself, who is colonizing you in your mind currently? Is it colonial masters or your own self-ego or selfish interests? Very, very important. Yeah. Who is currently colonizing you? Because exactly. Because I when I see African students, including myself, when we analyze things from the past, the only thing that comes to my mind, I look at how we behave right now, and then who on earth will come into this brain to tell you that you should decolonize yourself in your mind? And I give an example of the fact that the way Africans fight themselves is unthinkable. And the way we came into we entered in this country that is not ours, but the way we try to manipulate things in this country, try to change it for them, trying to do, if you tell an average African, follow this way, he thinks you are wrong because he's fighting a competition at home. He's struggling with expectation at home. And then here, he has not even survived here, but then everything is tilted towards home. So at the end of the day, you found out that the main thing is no longer the colonial masters of then. Ask yourself here and now today, who is colonizing you? Is it a Thai woman? Just like or is he a Thai man? So it's very, very important. As a research student, that is an assignment for us. Because I have been in the administrative system. I've been in an administrative system in this country. And I found out that our major problem is unthinkable. If you are in a position like I am, you may understand. If you are not, you will never understand what I mean. An African will just come and then listen to the lowest staff who is white and then pays attention. But then you that even employ the person and sent this Africa to this person, you may think you are a staff of the other white person. That is all about what we have been fed. So that's why it's very important. It's not a question of analyzing what happened long time ago. Ask yourself today, who is colonizing you? And then where are you with that mentality? And then why fighting each other, whether physically or otherwise? It's very, very important. If you reflect on it, then you are getting to understand the topic. If not, I suggest you shut up because you are the same. So any other thing? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.